Happy day, Grace Church. Pastor Brad wanted to pop in here and just give you some information on a few things that are going on. And honestly, I really thought the best way to do it would be to give you a quick video update. First of all, I want to remind you that we've started our new Rhythms message series, and we're going to be continuing that for the next 4 weeks. If you missed this past Sundays, go ahead, hop in there, because it kind of sets the stage for what we're doing. And this week we're going to start with one of our first main, what we're calling spiritual disciplines or habits or rhythms that we need to incorporate into our lives in order to develop spiritual health, to really dig in to what it means to live that Jesus-centered life. But the other thing that we're doing this Sunday that I am just stoked about is we're doing our next night of worship, and our music team, our worship team, they've been working on getting this together, getting it ready, and it's going to be this Friday night at 5:30. It'll be from about 5:30 till 7, and we'll have a great time engaging and worshiping together and gathering outside of our regular Sunday to show off the worth of who God is. And honestly, that's what we talked about last Sunday. Why we do what we do, this idea of worship. Well, we're going to engage in that and in a fun way this Sunday night at 5:30. Really hope you can be there. And I also want you to mark your calendars for the following Sunday, where we're going to have our next church family meeting. And this isn't a official congregational type meeting where we're voting on anything. This is just a opportunity for us to celebrate here in 2022 after our relaunch, after we've pushed in and stepped into some of these new things that we're doing, just to celebrate what God has been doing and look ahead to where we're at with our goals, but also where we're hoping to go with those, and just to, again, celebrate what God has been doing. Now, we're not done yet for June, because at the end of June, June 26th, we want to honor and highlight any of our graduates. So if you've graduated, if your child has graduated this year or is about to graduate this year, please get us that information by Sunday, June 19th. That is going to be 2 weeks from this Sunday. And what we need is just kind of their name and where they're graduating from and what they're planning on doing, and a picture. And this is going to sound a little funny, but for what we're doing, like do a little video thing, if you can put it in landscape, if you can give us one of those pictures, that's the ones that's shaped like this rather than like this, okay? So the landscape orientation pictures, that would be great. Now, one other thing that we're going to talk more about, but I am really, really excited about, and that is this whole summer, we're going to do a series talking about love. And we're going to do it in kind of 3 different buckets. But as we're doing that, we're also going to take those 10 weeks over this summer to do a whole church initiative where we're all going to be encouraged to read the same book, to gather together for these 10 weeks in life groups or other kind of pop-up groups, so that we can discuss the idea of what it means to love our neighbor. We're going to use a resource called Finding Home. This is a book that we picked up at the Love Your Neighbor seminar that we did a couple months ago, and we're going to use this for the opportunity to learn more about what it means to love our neighbors, but also to take practical, tangible steps in pushing into that, to actually loving our neighbors, not necessarily as a whole church, although our whole church will be doing it, but really in our homes and our families and our smaller groups. What does it mean to actually tangibly look out our windows and doors to our neighborhoods and the surrounding areas, and for us to own loving our neighbors well? And we're going to be doing that again with this whole church Finding Home initiative during our Summer of Love message series that we're going to be going over. That's a lot of information. Feel free to replay if you need to jot some of those notes down. We'll talk some more about it in the Sundays to come when we're together. I'm excited. God's doing a lot of stuff, and we're really catching that wave of what God is doing in our church and in our community. I'm excited that you're part of it with us. So with all that, I'm looking forward to seeing you this weekend at our regular worship gathering, 10 o'clock. Would love to see you in person. If that's not a possibility, we still love to have you connect in and interact with us online. Either way, it's going to be good to see you this weekend. Thanks for giving me a minute of your time. Have a wonderful, awesome day.